What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. The playoffs have begun. They've actually officially begun about 30 minutes ago with the Islanders and the Hurricanes. But today we're doing the Panthers and Bruins on this THPN stream. If you're a fan of the Islanders or the Hurricanes, go check out our other stream going on right now on the THPN YouTube channel. But again, thanks to everybody that's joining me for tonight's game, the Bruins and the Panthers. The Bruins, what a season the Bruins have had. Historical regular season for the Boston Bruins. Let's see if they can continue on and carry that momentum into the playoffs. The Panthers, they're underdogs. They're underdogs in this one, but you never know. There could be a big upset. Winning the President's Trophy, as we've seen in the past, is definitely not a ticket to the Stanley Cup Finals or the Stanley Cup. So let's see what happens in this first round. And again, this is a comment-driven live stream. A little bit rusty, actually. I haven't done one of these watch parties in a little while, but we got some comments rolling in already. Kyle saying Bergeron's out tonight. Ooh, that's a tough one for the Bruins. The Bruins are so deep, though. That's the thing with this team, and that's why they've had such great success so far, is they're such a deep team. I think they can overcome losing a few key players in the lineup, but we'll see how missing out on Bergeron affects them tonight. Catalina is winning. I'm assuming you meant Carolina. Carolina is winning right now in that game. We'll check up on the other games as we go along in this live stream. But again, thanks everybody for joining us. This should be a fun playoffs. Keenan, what's up? Thanks for jumping on, buddy. Stone is back for Vegas. That's a big one for Vegas. That's a big one for Vegas. They needed him. They needed him back in the lineup. As we go along and do this stream, folks, I want you to comment who you think is going to win this series. Give your series predictions for the Bruins and the Panthers. But I also want to hear from you. Who do you think is going to win the Stanley Cup this year? Who's going to play with Marchand and Pasternak now that Bergeron is out? That's a great question. I mean, they have a lot of options on this Bruins team, and like I said, I mean, the depth on this Bruins team is pretty incredible. Nobody other than Pasternak, who had 61 goals, 113 points, nobody had necessarily like an incredible season stat wise. But if you look at their stat line, I mean, a lot of guys had 50 points or more. They just have scoring throughout their lineup. They can do a lot of damage. Great defense, great goaltending. I mean, they kind of have it all. They really have it all. But you know what? You look at the Panthers too. Matthew Tkachuk putting up 109 points this year. Barkov with 78 points in 68 games. Carter Verhaeghe with 42 goals in 81 games. Brandon Montour. This one surprised me. Brandon Montour had 73 points this season as a defenseman. You know, you look at his past seasons, he's come nowhere close to putting up 73 points. So it's been quite the year for Brandon Montour. But again, everybody, I want you to get your predictions in for this series. Who's going to win between the Bruins and the Panthers? And also, who is going to win the Stanley Cup? Keenan saying, I do think Florida wins in 7, and I got New Jersey winning the cup. I mean, I like New Jersey winning the cup. I think that's a pretty good prediction. They've had a hell of a year so far. They have a lot of great pieces on that team. So we'll see what happens. And yeah, Florida winning in 7, that would be a huge upset. That would be a huge upset with the Panthers and Bruins. But I'm all for it. I'm all for upsets. I'm all for the underdog coming through. So we'll see what happens. NHL 22 goal horns. What's up? What's up? Thanks for joining. Just uploaded my Canes playoff horn. There we go. There we go. Check out NHL 22's goal horn. There we go on his channel, I'm assuming. And everybody that's watching this video, please like the video. If you're watching right now and you can't comment, all you have to do is subscribe, and then you can comment on this live stream. I'm going to be interacting with you folks all game. Again, first game of the NHL playoffs between the Bruins and the Panthers. I'm looking forward to this one. I mean, the first round of the playoffs is always just so incredible. I mean, you see bodies fly all over the place, especially in the first 5-10 minutes of the playoffs. So I love seeing that. The game just gets brought to another level in the NHL playoffs. So I'm super excited. As far as my prediction for this series, I mean, my head wants to say the Bruins in probably 5 or 6, but you know what? Like I said before, I'm all about the underdog. Nobody thinks that the Panthers, I mean, other than Keenan, nobody thinks that the Panthers are going to come through and win this series. You know what? I'm saying they have a chance. I think they're good enough to pull off an upset. Let's go Panthers in 7. Let's see this series go to 7 games. That's all I really want at the end of the day is a 7-game series in the first round. See if the Bruins have anything else to say about that. I think it's either going to 7 games or the Panthers don't win. You know, I don't see the Panthers pulling off a huge upset and winning this series in 4, 5, or 6. I think if the Panthers have any chance, they're probably going to end up pushing it to 7 games. As we see the players stepping on the ice here, we're getting ready to go pretty soon. I'm excited, folks. I'm excited. I mean, you look at all the matchups around the league. There's some really good matchups in the Stanley Cup playoffs. Look in the Eastern Conference. Of course, you have the Bruins and the Panthers. You have the Maple Leafs and Lightning. I mean, who's going to win that one? Are the Maple Leafs finally going to get out of the first round of the playoffs? You have the Hurricanes and Islanders, which, by the way, if you're a Hurricanes or Islanders fan, we have another stream going on right now on the THPN YouTube channel, so check that out. Devils and Rangers. Man, that's going to be a hell of a series. Devils and Rangers. Looking over to the West, we got the Oilers and the Kings. I want to see McDavid have some success. I'm not the biggest fan of the Oilers, but I want to see Connor McDavid win a Stanley Cup at some point in his career. Maybe this is the year. I mean, they have a good team. We got the Jets and the Vegas Golden Knights, who someone in the comment in the live chat commented earlier that they get Stone back. The Vegas Golden Knights do. So, hey, that's going to be a tough one for the Jets. Got the Dallas Stars and the Minnesota Wild. That's going to be a tight series as well. And then you have the Avalanche and the Seattle Kraken making the playoffs for the first time ever in franchise history. I mean, it's been a short history, but hey, they made the playoffs. They have a good young team. Let's see what they can do now that the playoffs have started. All right, we're getting ready, folks. We got the anthems going right now. I'm super excited. I love playoff hockey. I really do. And again, for everybody just joining in right now, make sure you comment who you think is going to win the cup and who you think is going to win this series. Kyle saying I got the Kraken upsetting the Avalanche. I mean, they don't have Landeskog, right, in the playoffs. I think it was Landeskog that's out. So that's a tough blow for the Colorado Avalanche. The Kraken, they've been the underdog all year long, even in the regular season. So maybe they can pull off an upset as well. Angeli, singing the national anthem here, getting us started. We're only a couple minutes away, folks, from the Panthers and the Bruins. Would you rather see Bruins playoff horn or let's go Bruins. Let's go Bruins. NHL 22 is saying Islanders in 6. Landeskog and Makar are out. You know, Makar hurts more than Landeskog, if we're being honest. I mean, Makar is probably the best defenseman in the league. He's a full package, and he can really put up those points. So I think that one really hurts for the Avalanche. But yeah, having 2 star players like that out is not an easy task to overcome. Dan Hudson saying chat press likes. Folks, like the video. Like the video. That just helps us. That helps boost us up the charts for YouTube. Helps other people find this live stream. So make sure you like the video. Again, we got the national anthems going right now. And again, if you're watching, you can't comment in the live stream, please subscribe to the channel. Then you can interact with all these fine folks in the live chat. How's that for an anthem? Wrapping it up. LA 8-4. As much as I want the Kings to win in 7, my head says Edmonton wins, but I hope I'm wrong and they pull off an upset. Well, the thing with the LA Kings is, it's not like this is the end of their window or anything. Their window is just opening. The LA Kings. They have a lot of really good young players. Of course, you probably know better than I do. And as a Vancouver fan, I'm really excited to hear that John Shorthouse is going to be calling this game. That's actually pretty awesome. So John Shorthouse is calling the Panthers and the Bruins. I love to hear it as a Vancouver guy. Of course, John Shorthouse is the play-by-play announcer for the Vancouver Canucks. Puck drop. Here we go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Panthers, Bruins, first round of the playoffs. We've been waiting all year for this, folks. We've been waiting all year for this. You got Pasternak just going ham with the sniffing salts. And let me know when Boston scores so I can upload their horn. Oh, we'll be updating everybody as this game goes along here. I'll get the stat line going up here as well. All right, folks. The puck has dropped and we are good to go. I'm watching on Sportsnet now, the app, so I might be a few seconds behind. So bear with me. But we have started here, folks. Expect some physical action here to start off the game. As we all know, the Bruins are a physical team. And I don't think the Panthers are going to back down. So this should be an interesting start to the game. We start off with an icing call, though, just 20 seconds in. John Garrett doing the color commentary. I absolutely love it. Hefty Duck says, "Let's go Bruins." All right, we got another advocate for the Bruins in here. Hefty Duck's going to be doing some live streams for us as well on the THPN YouTube channel. Dmitry Orlov with the shot. Great addition by the Bruins at the trade deadline. Also adding Bertuzzi to their lineup. I mean, this is just a really deep team, this Bruins team. They're going to be tough for any opponent. But again, the Panthers got skill. After he says, want my man Foligno to get a cup. All right, fair enough. Foligno's been in the league for a while, so let's it would be nice to see him get a cup. Oh, someone's down. Yeah, we're seeing the physical action start already. There's a Bruins player on the ice. I think that was Brad Marchand was on the ice there. Fans not happy about that one. Marchand, Pavel Zacha, and Jake DeBrusk playing on a line here. More players flying around on the ice here. LA 8-4. Yeah, they're a young team and their window is opening, but I really want to see Doughty and Kopitar win another cup before they call it a career. Yeah, I mean that would be great. I mean, those guys have had great careers in LA. So another cup would be awesome. Pasternak coming out with a nice deke, and he gets tripped. Radko Gudas is going off. It looks like we have the first power play of the game here. Watching the replay with Marchand. Let's see what happens. I think it was Montour that took Brad Marsh. I think it was a high stick from Kachuk actually that sent Marchand down. Jared Brown saying, "Let's go Bruins." Jared, what's your prediction for the series? I know you're probably going to say Bruins, but in how many games? Early power play. Yeah, let's see what this power play is made of. Oh, it looks like it was Ekblad actually that gets the penalty for tripping. So Aaron Ekblad going off for 2 minutes, and the Bruins are on their first power play of the series, of the game. Bryant Perkins, Kraken fan here. Just happy we finally made the playoffs. Yeah, absolutely, man. I mean, I'm up here just 2 hours away in Vancouver. So really glad to see the Kraken making the playoffs. Hopefully, my Vancouver Canucks can make the playoffs one day. But I have a feeling that the Kraken's future is a bit brighter than the Vancouver Canucks. Jared saying Bruins at 4, gonna be a sweep for the Boston Bruins. I mean, honestly, I think the Lindholm with a nice deke into the zone. I think the Bruins are probably going to take this series. I don't know if it's going to be at 4, though. I think the Panthers are going to come out with a couple games at least this series. They're a great team. Maybe underperform slightly this year. All right, the Bruins setting up in the zone. It's been tough to set up in the zone right now earlier in their power play, actually. The Panthers are doing a great job at breaking up the play. Barkov with a nice push, shorthanded. As the Panthers are setting up right now, shorthanded with a shot that goes out into the crowd. Yeah, Hampus Lindholm with a nice drive into the offensive zone there, but unable to set up the power play. So I don't know if that was necessarily the best move. It was a risky one. I think the Bruins still have 40 seconds left on their first power play. What do you think about the Vegas Knights series? I think the Vegas Knights are probably going to take that one. The Jets, I mean, the Jets are kind of at the end of their window as far as I'm concerned. And I just don't know if I've seen enough from the Winnipeg Jets to really put up good opposition against the Vegas Golden Knights. So I think the Vegas Golden Knights are probably going to take that series. And by the way, all you new viewers, thanks so much for jumping on the THPN YouTube channel. We really do appreciate it. Oh, nice shot there from the Bruins. From Orlov there with a nice shot. Alex Lyon in net for the Florida Panthers, making a great stop. Yeah, how does Orlov not bury that right in front of the net? Probably 4 or 5 feet in front of the net. Clear shot. Lyon with a stop. Again, though, great pickup by the Boston Bruins to get Dmitry Orlov. Just bolstering that back end of theirs, which is already really solid. Adding Bertuzzi, adding a couple other pieces. They're a dangerous team. They're a deep team, like I said. They got a lot of guys that can score. They're hard to play against. Good defense, good goaltending. They're really the whole package. All right, power play just ended. Oh, Zaka with a nice chance there. He kind of fanned on the puck, though. Yeah, I don't know. I actually didn't see any updates. I was kind of busy before the game, so I didn't really take a look at what happened to Spencer Knight. What do you think of the Bruins goalie so far? Line was getting hot down the stretch, so they started him. Fair enough. I mean, you go with the hot goalie, right? Mark Messier is doing Bruins Panthers game on ESPN. Okay, nice. Again, it's kind of funny. As a Vancouver guy, I'm listening to John Shorthouse and John Garrett call the game. I'm used to hearing them on the Vancouver Canucks feed, so it's nice to hear them covering this series for Sportsnet. Some rough stuff going on. Olmark is a beast. Yeah, Olmark is a beast. You look at his numbers this year, it's absolutely incredible. Another penalty coming up here. Let's take a look at some of the lineups because I got a few questions coming in. So first line for the Bruins, Marchand, Zaka, DeBrusk. First line for the Panthers, Duclair, Barkov, Verhage. Look at the second line. You got Bertuzzi, Krejci, and Pasternak. For the Bruins, Kachuk, Lundell, Luosterainen. For the Panthers, you got Hall, Coyle, and Frederick. So that answers your question, I think, Dennis. I'm assuming this one is accurate. This lineup sheet that I have: Reinhardt, Stahl, and Lomberg. For the Panthers, fourth line, you got Foligno, Nosek, Hathaway, Smith, White, and Cousins in for the Florida Panthers. Let's go back to the stat sheet here. All right, another power play here for the Boston Bruins. Second chance early on in this game. Nice block by Lundell. Breaking up the play. Yeah, I mean, the Bruins having a bit of a tough time setting up here on the power play. Again, the Florida Panthers are doing a good job at breaking up the play here. Marchand with the shot there, Lyon with a nice save. And I'm at the game right. You're at the game right now. You're at the at the Panthers Bruins games. That's what are you doing on YouTube? I mean, I appreciate it. I appreciate you joining us, but that must be a hell of an atmosphere. All right, face off in the Panther zone. How are you? How's the atmosphere? I mean, are you actually at the game? I mean, I don't know if you're pulling my leg right now or not, but that's pretty incredible. I've never actually been to an NHL playoff game. Oh, and there we go. Pasternak with the first goal. Power play goal. Feed from Tyler Bertuzzi. There we go. Power play goal for the Boston Bruins, and it's 1-0 for the Bruins. The crowd is going wild. Yeah, what a gift. Totally. What a gift. Let's watch the replay here. Bertuzzi with a nice backhand pass after scooping up the rebound, gets it to Pasternak, and he makes no mistake. I mean, 61 goals in the regular season? He's going to get that 8 days in the week. What a goal. What a start for the Boston Bruins. Yeah, Bruins scored already, left for a second. That's what happens. That's playoff hockey. It's quick. Happens quick. I usually listen to you guys while I'm at a game. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. That's cool, man. Thanks for joining. Thanks for subbing to the channel and all that. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, are there any Panthers fans in the stands? I mean, from what I could see on my screen, I think I just saw one Panthers fan. I could see a couple red dots in the crowd. Now, whether they're actually Panthers jerseys or just people wearing a red shirt, I don't know. I'm not gonna lie though, I would be a little bit of I'd be a little afraid to wear a Panthers jersey at the TD Garden right now. Rachel saying, I just don't want Boston to win, plain and simple. Can't get over it ever. Yeah, being from Vancouver, Boston has a sour place, I guess, in our heart. But you know what? John Garrett and John Shorthouse, the play-by-play and color commentators for the Vancouver Canucks, are actually calling this game, which is pretty awesome. Only a couple Florida Panthers fans at TD Gardens. Doesn't surprise me. Doesn't surprise me. In Boston, yeah, no, exactly. I mean, if you're gonna wear an opposing jersey, it's tough enough. But in Boston, in the playoffs, you whoever's wearing the jersey, you're brave. Wearing that Panthers jersey, I commend you. 1-0 so far for the Boston Bruins over the Florida Panthers. Two early power plays for the Boston Bruins. That second penalty taken by the Panthers, I mean, that's one you don't need to take. Bad penalty. Bad penalty. Not a bad call, but a bad penalty by the Florida Panthers. They're going to have to be a lot more disciplined in this series if they want any chance of staying in these games. You put Boston on the power play with the talent that they have, I'm sorry, this is going to happen a lot more often. They're going to score a lot of goals. You got Pasternak out there with Bertuzzi. You got those guys on the points with the bombs. You can't be taking stupid penalties like that against the Boston Bruins. RJ with an update. Hurricanes 1, Islanders nothing at the end of the first for that game. Richard's doing a great job streaming that one also on the THPN YouTube channel. Again, big shout out to everybody that's jumping on this live stream. Let me know where you're watching this game from. I'm doing the live stream from Vancouver, BC. I want to know where you're watching this game from. Well, Panthers fans can pack up for Cancun already. Hey, it's an early start, early on in this series, early on in this game. Anything can happen in this series. Lamario Hockey saying, "Let's go Bruins." We got more Bruins fans. And by the way, I see one guy wearing just a plain red hoodie. So no, that wasn't a Panthers fan. I don't know that I've seen a single Panthers jersey in the crowd at TD Gardens, and I don't blame them. I mean, if I was a Panthers fan, I'd probably just be wearing something generic at the rink. What are the odds that Paul Maurice loses it on the bench again? Man, he guarantee Paul Maurice is going to absolutely lose his mind on the bench at least a couple times in this series. It's going to happen. Shots are 5-4 in favor of the Florida Panthers, surprisingly. Keenan, you think we see some fights in the series? Well, typically in the NHL playoffs, you don't see a lot of fights. You see a lot of physical action in these games, but not a lot of fights because these players don't want to take that extra penalty and risk putting their team down. So typically, you don't see a lot of fights. The Panthers are just pushing right now. By the way, Ullmark has lost his stick. He regains it. Oh, the Bruins don't get the puck out. Kachuk tries to bank it off of Ullmark. Doesn't work. Here we go. The Panthers have turned on the Jets here. The Panthers came to play. But the Bruins are doing a great job defensively, keeping them to the outside, blocking shots. Yeah, lots of big hits. That's what you can expect in the playoffs. Lots of big hits, lots of physicality, not necessarily a lot of fights, but a lot of physical play. Folks, give this video a like. Please like the video. It helps us out. It helps this video reach more fans that are trying to connect with this great hockey community. So if you can do me a favor, takes 2 seconds, like the video. Thank you very much. Are you going to watch the 30 for 30 about the Canucks riots? When does that come out? I mean, I'll definitely watch that. I mean, I was downtown Vancouver when the riots happened. I didn't participate in the riots, of course. I got the hell out of downtown as soon as all that started. Nice attempt there by the Bruins. Puck goes a little high off Leon or Lion. But yeah, definitely going to check out that 30 for 30. Should be like Kyle says, it's going to be unreal. So I'm definitely going to check that one out. Jared says, if your rivals like the Bruins and Canadians and Bruins and Canucks, the thing is, in the last couple of years, the Canucks don't really have any true rivals. I mean, of course, like I said earlier in the stream, the Bruins will always have will sit in a dark place in Canucks fans' hearts. The Canucks just haven't been good enough to have a legitimate rival. So, Kyle, I was basically on the other side of the rink when they broke out. I was close enough that I could see the commotion happening. No, I remember walking up the street and looking down one of the alleyways in downtown Vancouver and just seeing a pillar of black smoke. I think it was coming from a car or something. We saw a cab that was empty, and we took the opportunity to get out of there because you could just feel it. You could sense that things were going south. So got out of there pretty damn quickly, and I feel lucky that we did that. and got on the ferry and got home. But yeah, not one of Vancouver's finest moments. Shots are 8-4 in favor of the Florida Panthers right now. 1-0 is the score in favor of Boston. What you guys talking about? We're talking about the 2011 riots in Vancouver when the Canucks lost to your Boston Bruins. My teacher gave me a signed Marchand jersey. That's awesome. That'll fetch you a pretty penny. Oh, here we go. Panthers setting up. Oh, just misses the net. I think that was Ekblad at the point, just missing the net. Nice save by Allmark there. We're halfway through the first period here, folks. Saw that on TV and it was horrible. Yeah, it was not a good time. Not a good time. Yeah, I mean, people were just like smashing cars, smashing windows, sucker punching people. There's a lot of fights in the crowd when that happened. Again, glad that me and my friends were able to escape that situation pretty swiftly. You know, we were pretty lucky that a taxi pulled up right as we kind of like saw the mayhem starting. Uh, the day for the documentary is still yet to be released. All right, well, I'm looking forward to it nonetheless. Should be an interesting documentary. All right, commercial break right now for this game. Again, 1-0 in favor of the Boston Bruins. The 2011 Bruins team was the year to win the Stanley Cup, and sorry about in 2011. Yeah, hey, I mean we had a lot of faith here in Vancouver. We thought we were going to win the cup, but the Bruins, you know, they with their physical play kind of dominated the Canucks in that regard, and the rest is history. I ate my mom's steak, and now she put me on garbage job for 3 weeks. Well, hey, at least you got that Marchand jersey. At least you got the Marchand jersey. All right, again, thanks everybody for watching this live stream. Really do appreciate it. Still the commercial break. Everybody, get your predictions in. Who do you think is going to win this Stanley Cup? Who's going to win in this series? Get your predictions in. I want to hear from all of you. They were saying the Canucks should have won in 2011. Well, you know, they didn't though. They didn't, unfortunately. I mean, the Canucks had a great team that year. Um, not gonna say anything about the reffing or or anything like that in that series, although it was somewhat questionable. But yeah, the Stanley Cup champions are the Bruins, says Jared. I don't think a lot of people would disagree. Oh, there we go. I see a Panthers jersey actually right behind the Boston Bruins bench. So there we go. First spotting of a Panthers jersey. Yeah, I agree with you. That Aaron Rome hit kind of changed the series. Yeah, that was quite the hit. Feel bad for Nathan Horton, of course. Kyle says, sadly, I have the Oilers taking the cup. And you know what? I think I'm on board with you. I think if I was going to pick one team, I'm going to go with the Oilers this year. Other than McDavid and Draisaitl, they have a solid team around them. Um, I think I saw the goal differential. I could be off on my numbers slightly, but I think they were 75 goals for, 60 goals against without McDavid or Draisaitl on the ice. And then, of course, with Draisaitl and McDavid on the ice, they absolutely dominated. And that's what this team hasn't seen in the past is a good supporting cast around McDavid and Draisaitl. And they have that now. They really do. So I think they have a chance to at least make it in the finals. Yeah, Oilers Oilers and Bruins in the finals. I'm all for that. I'm all for it. And hey, bring the cup back to Canada. I know as a Canadian hockey fan, you always want your team to be the team that brings the cup back to Canada. But like I said, at the end of the day, it's Connor McDavid. I think all Canadian fans want to see Connor McDavid win a Stanley Cup at some point in his career. Unfortunately, it's with Edmonton, but what can you do? Doesn't matter about winning as long as you have a good season. I think quite a few people would disagree with that. It's great to have a good regular season, but playoffs is really what it's all about. That's when you see what your team is made of. Oh, a nice chance from the Panthers. Might have to grab some water here in a second, folks. Haven't done one of these live streams in a while, and you end up talking a lot, and then your voice starts to fade a little bit if you don't have the fluids going. And I made the mistake of not having water or Powerade or something right next to me. Canadian Chick 92 saying go Bruins go. There we go. More love for the Boston Bruins. Jared saying we blew it in 2019. Well, while that may be the case, you have another great team this year, and the success that the Bruins have had over the last 10 years is pretty incredible. Um, so I wouldn't be disappointed if I was a Bruins fan. 2-on-1 for the Bruins here. What a save by line. Wow. 2-on-1 absolutely robs. Who was that? Bertuzzi? Yeah, robs Bertuzzi there. NHL 22 saying Rangers Kings final. There we go. Goaltending has to hold up for Edmonton. I feel like that's always been the case for Edmonton, but I do agree. Goaltending is probably the one spot where there might be a weakness for that team. But otherwise, they have a great squad. Yeah, highway robbery, absolute highway robbery on that save from Lyon, stopping Tyler Bertuzzi. He wishes he could have that one back. All right, we got 7 minutes left in the first period. Again, shots are 9-5, 9-5 in favor of the Panthers. We see another penalty here? No, that was possibly a missed call. I saw a Bruins player kind of put his head back like he got a stick to the face. No call on the play. 6 minutes and 40 seconds left in this period. Again, thanks everybody for joining us. If you want to chat in the live chat, all you have to do is subscribe to the channel. Smith with a shot, one-on-one. Easy stop for Allmark. Again, Allmark has been something else this year. He's had a great year. LA saying, yeah, that's a hard disagreement. If the Bruins don't win the cup, would be one of the biggest disappointments in sports history, right behind the Warriors blowing a 31 lead to the Cavs after going 73 to 9. Yeah, I mean, I think the Bruins are. Oh, here we go. Taylor Hall skating up the ice. It's going to be a 2-on-1. Another stop by line. Wow, what a save. What a save. Another fantastic 2-on-1 save by the Panthers goaltender. This game could be 3-0 right now, folks. This game really could be 3-0. But Lyon with the amazing save. Taylor Hall to Frederick, and he just can't put it in. Right pad save by Lyon. What a save. What a save. What's Taylor Hall's contract? That is a great question. Let me look it up for you. Cap hit of 6 mil. Or yeah, cap hit of 6 mil. It's on a 4-year contract in 2021. So 6 million for Taylor Hall. Five minutes now left in this period, or 5 minutes 30 seconds left in the period. The Bruins are looking good. I know the shots are in favor of the Panthers, but they've had two really good chances here, two really good 2-on-1 chances, and the Panthers goaltender just shutting the door. Like I said, it could be 3-1 right now, or 3-0, sorry, for the Bruins. Got the crowd getting into it at TD Gardens with the Bruins chant. Been waiting for this. Yeah, I mean, I've been waiting for playoff hockey too. It's one of the best times of the year. It's incredible. You always see the best hockey, especially in the first round. I absolutely love the first round of the NHL playoffs. Ooh, nice save by Allmark there. And another the Panthers almost had a chance there, but Allmark shutting the door. We're seeing some great goaltending early on in this game, and that might be a story for this series is the incredible goaltending that we're seeing right now. Again, David Pasternak with the goal for the Boston Bruins. That shouldn't surprise anybody. Oh, a nice tip by the Boston Bruins just goes wide. Yeah, there's been a few really good chances early on in this game. Panthers almost had their first goal there, but denied. Canadian Chick 92 saying, wait for what? What's all about the Boston Bruins? What do you mean by that? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Jared saying, how well do you think the Hurricanes will do? I have the Hurricanes winning that series. I really do like that team. Do I think this is their year? Probably not. But I want to see some success come out of the Carolina Hurricanes. Out of town scoreboard, NHL 22. Thank you so much. Saying it's 2-0 Canes. By the way, folks, if you're watching this, please like the video. Helps us get in front of more eyes, helps more people find this great hockey community. So just like the video. That's all I ask of you. If you're already commenting, you've already subscribed, so I don't have to ask for that. But thanks for everybody that's contributing right now to the live chat. Kieran Kennedy saying Toronto or Tampa. I'm going to say Toronto. I just don't think the Lightning have it this year. They're a great team. They're a really good team. You look at their roster, they have guys that can really stack up the points, but I just don't think it's their year. And I think it's finally the year for the Toronto Maple Leafs to make it past the first round. And who knows what they can do after that. Imagine if Hall was still in Edmonton with McDavid and Draisaitl on the first line. Yeah, that would be something else. That would be something else. Of course, Taylor Hall had individual success in Edmonton, team success not so much. Yeah, I just saw that graphic come up on the screen too, Kyle. Line with the 6-1-1 record in his last 8 games, 1.87 goals against average. And yeah, just watching the replay of these two great 2-on-1 saves by Lyon, you see why. You see why he's putting up numbers like that, and you can see why the Florida Panthers decided to go with him in game 1 of the playoffs here. They won't make it past by Bruins. There we go. Ullmark and Swayman are the best 1-2 tandem in the league by far. Yeah, I think if you're going to have a successful team, you need 2 solid goaltenders. You can't run the risk of, your starter getting injured or maybe playing poorly for a stretch and that kind of tanks your season. You need a guy that's capable to step in and win you a couple of games. What do you prefer, Bruins or Panthers? I don't really. I mean, I'm a Canucks fan at the end of the day, so it would probably be easy for me to say, not the Bruins. I'm going for the Panthers, but that's not my reason. My reason for going for the Panthers is I want to see an upset. I love going for the underdog. I'd like to see the Panthers pull off an upset, but if I'm being honest, I think the Bruins probably take this series. They're too good. They're just too damn good. I feel like their team, while they had an incredible regular season, I feel like this Boston Bruins team is also built for the playoffs. So I think I think we're going to see this Bruins team go pretty far and probably win this series. Ullmark is a candidate for Vezina, right? I mean, he should be. I mean, he kind of has to be a candidate. You look at those numbers, you really can't leave him off that list. even if he has a great team in front of him, I don't care. You put up numbers like that, you got to get some consideration for the Vezina. Canadian Chick 92 loves Boston. There you go. Well, hey, if you're cheering for Boston, got a damn good team and great a great chance of making the finals this year once again. Hurricanes scored. There we go. So what's the score in that game? What's the score right now? Again, 3 minutes left in the first period here. Panthers and Bruins. Thanks everybody for joining me on this live stream. Really do appreciate it. Again, if you can, please like the video. It helps more people find this live stream. It gets more people in the live chat. 2-0. 2-0 right now. There you go. Out of town scoreboard. Thank you, folks. 2-0 right now for the Hurricanes. Again, I got the Hurricanes taking that series. I really do. I like the Hurricanes. I know the Islanders are built a certain way where you might think that they're built for, specifically for playoff hockey. But you know what? I'm putting my faith in the Hurricanes. I think they're going to take that series. Might be in 6 or 7 games. But I'm going for the Hurricanes. Shots are 13-8 right now in favor of the Panthers. Another shot on net. Allmark with an easy glove save off of Aaron Ekblad. Yes, 3 minutes remaining. Actually, 2 minutes, 49 seconds remaining in this first period. Both goals came off a power play. Interesting. Dangerous power play from the Carolina Hurricanes. Yeah, well, what are the concession prices like? We need to know. These are the important questions. How much is a hot dog and how much is a beer right now at the TD Garden? All right, the Bruins getting the puck in the zone, putting up some pressure. The Panthers try and turn it around, but the Bruins have kept the puck in the zone. Hathaway with a shot just missed the net. Puck goes out past the blue line. Oh, Islanders scored, so it's a 2-1 game now. Hathaway just missing the net there. $15 for a hot dog? Jesus. That's I mean, is that bumped up for the playoffs or do they keep the same prices? Because I mean, man, $15 for a hot dog. I don't care what kind of hot dog that is. That is expensive. 2 beers for $38. Absolutely ridiculous. Ridiculous. Lions been incredible so far for the Panthers, by the way, folks. Panthers goaltender, like I said, 2 great stops as we get another whistle. There's been a lot of whistles in the last 2 minutes. It's been a slow end to this first period. Usually $10. Okay, so they did jack up the price for the playoffs. What's the most you would pay for a beer at the game? Folks, let me know in the live chat. I mean, I gotta be honest. When I go to games, I don't spend money on beer because I just I don't want to get ripped off. So I normally don't even touch the concession stand unless it's for those mini donuts. I'm not going to touch it. Rogers Arena $5 mini donuts. You really can't beat it for concession prices. Getting a beer though, or a hot dog or something like that, that's a whole nother story. DeBrusque and Ekblad. go down in the corner as a group gathers in front of them. A beer is like $25. Wow, that's rough. That's really rough. Yeah, that's absolutely wild. $25 for a single beer. I don't know if I could stomach that. All right, we have a minute 40 left in this first period. Again, this last 2-3 minutes is just dragged on in this period. There's been a whistle every 10, 20 seconds. Let's see if we can get some consistent play going here. Oh, Pasternak almost stealing the puck from Mark Stahl. Mark Stahl able to swipe the puck away, though. Offside call, another whistle. Oh, there's some physical play after the whistle. McAvoy getting into it. Kachuk's obviously right in the middle of things with Bertuzzi there as well. Oh, little tap from Kachuk to Bertuzzi. We're going to see a lot more of this. We're going to see a lot more physical play in this series, folks. Oh, we have a penalty coming in for cross-checking. Who's the call on? Oh, I think it's McAvoy. I think McAvoy is going off for the cross-checking call. The whistle went. He came in behind. I can't see which player he came in behind, but he gave him a cross-check to the back, put him on the ice. Oh, it's Listerainen with the cross-check. So the Panthers getting their first power play of the game, first power play of the series. Yep, Charlie McAvoy off with the penalty there. All right, let's see. Panthers setting up for their first power play. Oh, Ekblad setting up in the point there. Panthers cycling the puck fairly well as the Bruins cleared the zone. 55 seconds left in the period. Yeah, that's what I think. I do think the Panthers are going to come out with at least 1 or 2 games in this series. Again, I think the Bruins are probably going to take this one. Not a surprise. I think most people are probably in that camp as well. But I think this Panthers team is good enough to pull off an upset and win 1 or 2 games in this series. All right, Panthers setting up. Oh, misses the puck right in front of the net. Great chance. I think that was Ekblad again. As Allmark gloves the puck for the whistle. We have 14 seconds left in this period, 55 seconds left in the power play. So the Panthers will start period number 2 with the power play. Panthers win the draw, but the puck goes all the way down the ice. 8 seconds left in this period. There you go. Period has ended, folks. It's 1-0 so far for the Boston Bruins. It was a physical period. That's what we expected. Pasternak with the only goal for the Boston Bruins. Ekblad and Thomas Nosek going at it right now. It looks like they split up. Yeah, Ekblad just whiffed on it. Jared St. Jerseys are $500. Crazy. All right, folks, I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to go get myself some water. Stay on this live stream, though. Keep the live chat going. We're not going anywhere. We're going to be here all game long. So make sure you stay tuned on the THPN YouTube channel. If you have a second, give the video a like. And I'll be back in a couple minutes, folks. So keep the live chat going. Again, thank you so much for joining us for this watch party. Be back in a moment. All right, folks, we're back for the first intermission. Panthers Bruins scores 1-0. Again, Pasternak with the only goal. Hey, Danelle, what's up? I haven't seen you in a while because I haven't done a live stream in a while. But good to see you back. Good to see you back on the THPN YouTube channel. Really do appreciate it. If you had to choose the oldest player to score first at USB Arena, who would it be in the playoffs? I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. Yes, welcome back. Thank you for welcoming me back. Again, if you folks could do me a quick favor, please like the video. Helps us on the YouTube landing page. It helps more people find this live stream. Really do appreciate it. Again, if you're a fan of the Hurricanes or the Islanders, please go check out the other live stream that we have going on right now on the THPN YouTube channel. Keep those comments rolling in, folks. Jared saying I got the Stars winning the series against the Wild. Yeah, I think that one's going to be a tight one. I mean, the Wild are a really good team. So are the Dallas Stars. I mean, I feel like the Wild are kind of built for the playoffs, though. So I think that one might go the distance. I think we might see, 7 games in that series. I think it's going to be a close one. I saw you on the Islanders Hurricanes live stream saying "Boo Horvat" because he used to play for your Canucks. Yeah, I mean it was more of a joke. With his comments about the Vancouver fans, Danelle. I don't know if you saw that a few weeks back, but Bo Horvat not a favorite right now amongst Vancouver Canucks fans. Wait a minute, what? What are we talking about here? What are we surprised by? What about the Devils? I really like the Devils. I really do like the Devils. I have them winning their series against the New York Rangers. The Devils against either the Islanders or the Hurricanes. I see the Devils winning that series as well. Now, if the Devils face up against the Boston Bruins, that could be tough. That could be tough. KJ, why does it say break time? Because we're in the first intermission. It's break time. It's time to go fill up your popcorn bag and get some wobbly pops or whatever you want. But yeah, Jared, back to your comment. I think that the Devils are going to win this series. I think the Devils are probably going to win the next series in round 2. But again, if they're up against the Bruins in that Eastern Conference final, that could be the ultimate challenge. Let's say the Bruins don't make it through. Somehow the Bruins don't make it through. I see the Devils beating the Lightning, the Maple Leafs, or the Panthers, which would put the Devils in the Stanley Cup Finals. Not saying I'm predicting the New Jersey Devils going to the finals. If I was putting money down on it, I would probably say the Boston Bruins. But I think if anyone's going to upset the Bruins, it'll probably be the New Jersey Devils. Sounds good. Sounds good. Go get yourself some water. That's what I did during the break as well. Danelle saying, as a local diehard New York sports fan, it's great to see all 3 local teams, Islanders, Rangers, Devils, in the playoffs for the first time since the 06-07 season. Yeah, that is pretty awesome seeing all 3 local teams in the playoffs. All teams are pretty solid, to be honest. I think Devils are probably the best out of the 3. Like I said, I really like the Devils. Neil Villapiano is going to be covering the Devils on this channel, so there will be watch parties for the New Jersey Devils, which is going to be great. So make sure you're tuned in to watching those games. Should be a fun time. All right, folks. Again, make sure you like the video, give us some support. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. I mean, last playoffs, we gained like 1,500 subs, I want to say. Bit of a slower start for us this playoffs and the 2023 playoffs. So I'm hoping that the numbers start picking up a little bit. I think we have quite a bit of competition out there doing live watch parties. Um, but yeah, make sure you join us on this channel if you haven't already. If you haven't subscribed already. All right, folks. Let me know what you think about your Stanley Cup predictions, everybody. I want to hear from you. Who do you think is going to walk away with the Stanley Cup this year? Jared saying, I got the Kraken losing to the Avs. Yeah, I mean, I just I don't know how much faith I have in the Avalanche this year, to be quite honest. So we could see an upset there. We could see an upset. And some news outside of this game and honestly outside of the playoffs, but not Jim, Brad Treliving let go as GM of the Calgary Flames. Might be a surprise to some, but honestly, after this disappointing season for the Calgary Flames, I think it was kind of to be expected. This team has a lot of changes that they got to make. All right, folks, just taking care of some things behind the scenes here. So please bear with me. But again, Brad Treliving being let go by the Calgary Flames. Uh, I don't know what the Calgary Flames are going to do moving forward. They have a lot of changes that they have to make to get back into the playoffs. Of course, super disappointing season. So we'll see what happens with the Calgary Flames. How about this? What's one team that missed the playoffs this year that you think are guaranteed a spot to make the playoffs next year? Even got my electric fan powered by double A bat. Where are you that it's warm enough that you need a fan right now? Because where I am, it's definitely not like that. It's pouring rain outside. You're Canadian, so you get it. It's like 10 degrees out right now. Keenan is saying Montreal to make the playoffs. Here's the thing, Keenan. If the Montreal Canadiens get Connor Bedard, I might agree with you because I think anybody that gets Connor Bedard gets an instant boost. So you never know what happens. Again, we're in the first intermission here, folks, waiting for the puck to drop for the second period. Get your score predictions in for this game. I know we're already one period in, but there's a lot of hockey to be played. So make sure you get those score predictions in. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was asking, where are you that it's warm enough that you need a fan powered by a double A battery? And that goes for everybody. Let me know where you're watching this game from. Out of all four games tonight, which game do you think goes to OT? Let me look at the schedule. I can't remember who else is playing tonight. I know the Islanders and Hurricanes are playing. It's 2-1 in that game. It's 1-0 right now, Panthers, Bruins, Kings and Oilers, Wild and Stars. Let's go with the Wild and the Stars. Again, I think that's going to be a super close series. So I'm going to go Minnesota Wild and Dallas Stars if I was going to bet on one game going to overtime. And by the way, Keenan, thanks so much for jumping on this live stream and commenting in the live chat. Really do appreciate it. Hopefully, we get some more people in here watching the live stream. Again, last year during the playoffs, um, it was buzzing in these live streams. This year, it's a little bit slower. It's a little bit slower. I think we have a lot of people, like I said, doing this Panthers Bruins game, but hopefully we can get some more people in the live stream. It's been a lot of fun so far, though. It's always great connecting with all you great fans. There we go. There we go. Um, Taking a look at the highlights from the Carolina Islanders game. Brent Burns with a nice goal on the power play for the Carolina Hurricanes. Ryan Pulock with an odd goal to bring the Islanders within one against the Carolina Hurricanes. All right, folks, keep those score predictions coming in. I want to hear from you. Who do you think is going to win this game? Who's going to win this series? And who do you have for the Stanley Cup this year? I'm going Oilers for the Cup. Oilers and Bruins in the final. Let's say that. Oilers and Bruins in the final. The City of Sunrise jumping in the live stream saying, "Hey, what's up, City of Sunrise? Thanks so much for jumping on." Sorry, my Siri turned on. As I said, City of Sunrise. My Mac thought I said Siri. So you might have lost my audio there for a second. But again, thanks so much for jumping on. I want to hear from you. What's your prediction? Who do you think is going to win this series? And who do you think is going to win the Stanley Cup? Can I do the Oilers and Kings game? You know what? Doing one game is enough on the vocal cords. Talking for 3 hours straight. I don't know if I would make it through another game, but I'm sure there'll be some people streaming that one. So make sure you check it out. Should be a fun game. Should be a fun game. What batteries do you prefer, Co-op, Gold, or Duracell? What if I throw a third option in there and go Energizer? The old bunny, going with the Energizer bunny. Again, I want to hear from more people. Who do you think is going to win the Stanley Cup this year? Again, I want to say the Oilers take it. And again, being from Vancouver, obviously I wish Vancouver could be the first team since 1990, what, 2 or 3 to win the Stanley Cup. But again, I want to see some success coming to Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl. So I'm going to go for the Edmonton Oilers, and it might be Oilers and Bruins in the Stanley Cup Finals this year. I think that's my prediction for this season. City of Sunrise saying I'm a Blackhawks fan, but I got Bruins all the way. It's tough to bet against the Boston Bruins. And hey, how about Jonathan Taves? Not re-signing with the Blackhawks. Kevin Davidson announcing that. What do you think about that, City of Sunrise? Do you think Jonathan Taves signs anywhere else, or do you think he calls it quits after this season? Well, I guess the season's done. Or do you think he calls it quits during the off season? 10 and 100 and 1,000. What is the highest number? Is this some sort of trick question? 1,000? I don't know. What's the question here? Um, I made a hockey team in NHL 20 team called Team Inora. Taves to the Bruins. Well, hey, if Jonathan Taves wants to win a Stanley Cup, another Stanley Cup, I mean, the Bruins are probably a decent option. Taves is retiring due to his health issue. Okay, I thought that might be the case. Um, But man, what a career! What a career Jonathan Taves has had as a member of the Chicago Blackhawks, winning those cups with some great individual stat lines. You know, I think it makes sense for him to retire, play his whole career with one team. He's a legend in Chicago. I think that's how it should be for Jonathan Taves, and it's too bad it had to end like this. You know, with all the health complications, dealing with COVID and stuff. But what a career! What a career for Jonathan Taves. Jared saying he beat my Bruins. Well, your Bruins have beat a lot of other people, so it can't be too sad. Can't be too sad about that one. All right, here we go. The puck has dropped, and we are underway, folks. Power play for 30 seconds to start off this one. Let's see if they can get anything going here on the power play. Only 30 seconds on the clock again for that power play, but good way to start off the period. All right, we're underway again, folks. 20 seconds into the period. Jared saying, I'm proud Bruins fan this year. Yeah, I mean, you should be. I mean, what an incredible regular season as the Bruins, ooh, pass across just out of the reach. Was that Nosek? I can't really tell. Um, Hopefully we can draft Connor Bedard. Yeah, I think that's what every team that missed the playoffs is saying. May 8th. May 8th is when the draft lottery is. Great save by Lyon as the Bruins storm the net. McAvoy, Marchand out there. Nice save by Lyon. Yeah, he's been great this period. Great this game so far. Again, if it wasn't for him in net, it could be 3-0 right now for the Bruins. 1 minute into this period, folks. Shots are 15-9 in favor of the Florida Panthers. Allmark's been playing great. You know what? Most of those shots haven't been high percentage chances on Allmark, so I don't think he's been tested all that much so far in this game. But he's had some shots on him. It's not like he's getting cold there in the Bruins end. The Panthers have put on the pressure a few times in this game. Yeah, well, I mean, as a Canucks fan, Duclair with a nice chance and Allmark again with the save. As you know, as a Canucks fan, I was really hoping for Connor Bedard, but of course, our chances are super slim for that. So, yeah, I mean, good chance of him going to the Blackhawks. Absolutely. All right, folks, keep those comments rolling in. Like the video. Again, liking the video just helps other people find the stream. Mark Stahl just cranked one of the Boston Bruins forwards. He goes down on the ice as the Panthers are applying the pressure now. Oh, Coyle takes down Smith. Coyle moving in. Oh, and he gets stripped of the puck by Stahl once again. RJ always with the out of town scoreboard. Really do appreciate it. It is 2-1 right now for the Hurricanes And the Islanders, again, if you're a fan of the Hurricanes or the Islanders, Richard is doing a watch party for that game over also on the THPN YouTube channel. So make sure you check out that one. Even if you're not a fan of the Hurricanes or Islanders, go over to that stream, say hi to Richard, and then jump back in this one, and we'll keep watching this game together. Some more physical action going on right now. Smith getting right in the middle of things. Mark Stahl's been a bit of a menace so far in this game. But yeah, it was Taylor Hall that Mark Stahl kind of took to the ice there. Cosmac saying, "Let's go Panthers." I think you might be the first Panthers fan in the live stream. So what's up? Thanks so much for jumping on. What's your prediction for this series? I'm hoping you're rooting for the Panthers. You know, I'd love to see an upset. I'd love to see the Panthers run away and take this series, but this Bruins team is just too damn good. They're just too damn good. But hey, crazier things have happened. Oh, as the Panthers skating up the ice here. Oh, the pass was intercepted. That could have been a good chance for the Florida Panthers to tie this one up. 18 shots on net so far for the Panthers, so it's not for a lack of trying. Canadian chick hates the Panthers. There we go. Oh, Marchand skating up the ice. Oh, Lion wants to have that one back. That was a weak goal. That was a weak goal you just let in. You hate to see it. You hate to see it from the Panthers goaltender. Just lets in a weak one from Brad Marchand. Take a look at the replay of this one. Just off the end of the glove of Lion, and that one goes in. Man, he wants to. He wishes he could bring that one back. That's a tough goal to let in. It is now 2-0. It is now 2-0 in favor of the Boston Bruins. That's a tough one. That's a tough one, folks. 2-0 Boston. You know what, folks? I'm going to try something different. I'm going to try and pull up the ESPN game tracker because I just noticed that theirs is like a little more comprehensive than what we have going on the Flash score. I don't know if it's going to work. I'm just going to test it out right now and see if it works for us. If it doesn't, I'll jump back to Flash score and we can go with that. But I'm going to give it a shot here. And see if this maybe looks a little bit better. You can kind of keep track of the game a little bit better on this live stream. Let me know what you think. You know, if you like this ESPN one, you know, maybe we'll keep this going and we'll use this instead of Flash Score. But I do like the look of this. I do like it. All right, 2-0. Once again, 2-0 for the Boston Bruins. We're 5 minutes into the second period here. Yeah, first time using this ESPN one. Definitely interesting. Shots are 19 to 20, 19 to 10 in favor of the Florida Panthers. I think this just goes to show that you can fire the puck on net as much as you want. Linus Olmark is too good of a goaltender. He's not going to let in the weak ones. So you're going to need some really high quality chances to be able to score on the Boston Bruins. And let's be honest, they're just not giving up those chances. Again, folks, let me know what you think of this new this ESPN scoreboard. I personally really like it. I think it looks pretty damn good. But let me know what you think. Again, we're going to be doing live watch parties all season or all playoffs long on this channel. So make sure you stay tuned all playoffs. It's going to be a fun time, folks. We just got a new subscriber. So, hey, big shout out to whoever just oh, Kachuk with the goal. Kachuk scores a goal. Here we go. Let's see what happened there. I actually missed that one. I got to watch the replay and see what happened here with Matthew Kachuk. Kozmak is just pumped. Oh, Kachuk with a nice goal there. Oh, bad play by the Bruins defense. Wow. Yeah, Kachuk with the goal. There we go. Let's go, Chucky. Yeah, you can't blame the goaltender for that one. That was all the defense spitting up the puck in a terrible spot. Let's be honest. And Matthew Kachuk capitalizes on that. It is now 2-1 in favor of the Boston Bruins. Again, thanks everybody for watching this live stream. Like the video if you haven't done so yet. It helps us out a ton. Again, keep those comments rolling in. That's why I like doing these live watch parties is the comments. So hopefully I can see some more comments rolling in the live chat here. I know it's not quite as busy as it normally is. Um, like I said, last playoffs we were buzzing. A little bit slower to start off this season, but tomorrow we got the Rangers and the Devils. I think that's going to be a big game. I think a lot of people are going to be tuning in for that one. So make sure you come in our YouTube channel tomorrow, the THPN YouTube channel, and watch the Rangers and the Devils with Neil Villapiano because that's going to be a fun game. Panthers putting on some more pressure here. They're buzzing off that goal. Again, like I've been saying, this Panthers team is good. I mean, I don't think anybody should count them out of this series. While I do still think the Bruins are probably going to take it, I think the Panthers can win one or two games. Picked off by the Bruins. Nice chance there. We have 11 minutes left in this second period. Again, thanks everybody that's subbed to the channel today. Again, it's been a bit of a slower start for us, but we still gained some new subs, which is awesome. That's always what we're looking for. You know, we gained 10 subs today, which is awesome. So, all you new subs, thank you so much. Oh, some more rough stuff as Lomberg and Garnet Hathaway get into it in front of the net there. But taking a break now. It is 2-1 for the Boston Bruins. Matthew Tkachuk coming in with a nice goal to bring the to bring the Panthers within 1 goal. Shots in favor of the Florida Panthers, 21-10. 21-10. Lyon, the Panthers goaltenders, had some amazing saves, especially in that first period. But man, that goal in the second from Brad Marchand, he wishes he could have that one back. That was a weak one, but hopefully the Panthers can make up that goal in the second period here. We've only seen 3 power plays, 2 from the Boston Bruins. The first one, David Pastrnak scored on their first power play, and the Panthers had a power play at the end of the first period into the second period. Cosback saying the Lion King. Absolutely. Absolutely. Like I said, been playing a great game. It's just that last goal was a tough one. That was a tough one to let in. You can't let in those kinds of goals in the playoffs, but you know what? It happens. Brad Marchand brings the Bruins to 2 goals. Panthers still sitting at 1. All right, folks. Again, thanks for joining us in this live chat. Let me know, who do you think's going to win the Stanley Cup this year? And again, everybody, make sure you like this video. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for likes on the video. Really do appreciate it. Let me know what you guys think of this ESPN scoreboard compared to Flash Score. I mean, I'm liking it. I'm personally liking it. I think it gives a bit more of an in-depth view of what's going on in the game if you can't watch on whatever subscribed service you have. I'm really liking it, but I want some feedback from you folks. What do you think of this compared to our old Flash Score view? I think this one is I think this one's a little bit better. Looks a little cleaner. I really like it. Again, for anyone that's new watching this channel, we have watch parties pretty much every day, especially in the NHL playoffs. So make sure you subscribe to our channel. We're going to have more watch parties this season. It's going to be a lot of fun. Rangers and Devils tomorrow with Neil Villapiano. Right now, we have Richard on this same channel doing the Islanders and the Hurricanes. That's been a fun game. And of course, we're covering the Boston Bruins and the Florida Panthers right now. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. We also do watch parties throughout the season. We upload content from Terry Ryan, Tales with TR, which is our biggest podcast on this network. So make sure you join us for that.